Yeah, this one's gonna be a rough one, man. It's gonna be a rough one. I feel like I'm finna get ridiculed. Uh, we're gonna see. I'm gonna go ahead and uh post just went up, so I'm gonna go ahead and tag a couple of people. All right. To start this off, let's go ahead and do what we gotta get it. Do what we gotta do, man. First off, we wanna send out our condolences out to the family and friends of DJ Dallas Prime. Um, January 10th, 2020. Remembering DJ Dallas Prime. The honor of your company is requested. Starts at 10 p.m. at Northside Tap Room and Grill, 712 Calumet Avenue, Valparaiso, Indiana. Come as we gather to remember our beloved DJ whose love will never fade from us. All proceeds will go toward family members for our brother. Big loss in the community. Like they said, one of our beloved DJs, one of the nicest people I ever met in my life. TJ was really always kind to me and encouraging me to continue my craft and everything I was doing. So we just want to send from the Link Up podcast, we just want to send our condolences to the family and everything like that. Family and friends, hold your heads up. Our boy is in a better place now. And
salute to him, man. We praying for him and his family, man.
Most definitely. But y'all know what time it is. It's time to pod, bitches. Let's get into it. Yo, what's going on? It is your boy, Indy Uchiha, and you know if I'm here, you see this. It's on Syndrome page, it's on the YouTube. You already know what it is. It's the Link Up, episode 12, I think, even though I might have put 11 in the description. I think it's episode 12, so if I messed up the description, my bad. But yeah.
I have no idea what episode we're on.
I believe we're episode 12. We don't have a dude like they do on the Joe Budden podcast to tell us what episode we're in. But definitely, man, you already know who it is. Subscribe and follow us everywhere at Nerd Mix Alpha, at Syndrome TS. Help us out. This is how we do. But hey, we in it. And we see y'all in the comments. Y'all know how we finna get down, man. Discussing everything that's going on in pop culture and stuff that's happening locally. So we're gonna go ahead and get into that. I don't know where you really want to start off, man. I know you had some stuff you wanted to talk about.
No, you got some stuff you want to talk about. Go ahead, fire away, man. Get it all off your chest, man. Go ahead.
This was not supposed to be the topic of conversation on this podcast today, but I work 12-hour shifts of work, and one of the things that I've been doing is I've been revisiting older music to see if it holds up in my age now to myself, almost 20 years in rapping and everything, that I got a different palette, I guess, as to say, in the style of music that I listen to, and stuff just hits different. For example, when Jay-Z's Black album came out, I really wasn't a fan of that album. I thought it was overproduced, that it was just too much, especially for an album going out. And now I go back listening to that album, and it's a masterpiece. You know what I'm saying? But in regard, I went back and I listened to a lot of Eminem stuff, a lot, like almost his entire catalog. And for me, didn't hold up at all, to the point where I don't feel, and get this, I'm an Eminem stan. You guys should know this by now if you know me. I know Syndrome knows this. I like Eminem.
Hey, he revoking classics, y'all. That's what he said. He revoked it. It was a classic before, but now he don't listen to it. It's not a classic,
All right,
man.
the Marshall Mathers LP is not a classic to me.
Okay.
Eminem doesn't have a classic in his catalog to me.
You saying he doesn't have a classic album in his catalog?
Nah, if he had a classic in the Hall of Fame, you know what I'm saying? I'm rejecting that. I'm taking it out. We voting him back out of it. He's a Hall of Fame MC. It's nothing to take away from his talent. I believe one of Eminem's problems that he always had is curating the classic project. Sound.
Man, that's tough, bro. So now I'm gonna go on the other side of it. I honestly believe that his first 3 albums are classics.
You would. You probably think Baby Shark is a classic too, right?
With my kids, that shit is a hit, boy.
Baby Shark. Am I gonna? Yeah.
Triple platinum.
Baby Shark is hard. Yeah. Baby Shark is harder than anything on Kamikaze.
That's not true.
That is true. Baby Shark did better than anything.
That's not even a great album. But see, that's not the measuring rod though. Remember, we're not doing that.
I know. I was just being an asshole. You know, gotta create controversy, create cash. Gotta create a podcast. You know what I'm saying? But nah, man. In all honesty, like I went through. I listened to the entire album. I broke stuff down, and to me, that even on Marshall Mathers LP, 18 tracks, right? You got some skits on there. So let's say 16, 15 tracks. I think it's 3 skits on there. If you're talking about the clean version, you got the kids track that's on there too. So let's say around 15 tracks. To me, only 7 of them joints go. And we mostly agreed on the 7 joints when we was talking about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I told you one of my favorite Eminem songs isn't even on that CD, but my personal favorite Eminem song is Toy Soldiers. You know what I'm saying, for many reasons. That hit me the closest because I've lost a lot of friends, and it was just it was around the time where I needed to hear something like that. So I'm not. So
Toy Soldiers is Encore.
I think it is.
I think that's Encore.
But that's one of the things that I just can't get past. I feel like if I take Marshall Mathers LP, and
let's do that one. Let's start with because I believe that among most people that would be considered, out of all of the albums, that is his best. That's the one that sold the most. That's what people would say is his classic. That would be the first one that they go to.
Okay. And this is my thing. We were supposed to start with something like the top 5 most anticipated artists. You know,
we're gonna hit that. We're gonna hit that. We're gonna hit that. I just wrote my list down too.
But I'm guessing since I started an uproar on my Facebook that we're gonna go ahead and get this out the way.
Hot.
Yeah,
but what's hot?
Yeah, and I also what's up, Shadow Nova? Appreciate you popping in, man. Really appreciate you, because I also made the statement that I feel like Eminem has done nothing for the culture of hip hop. And I honestly gonna say that I think my sliders are a little high when it comes to what you did for the culture, and I think that's because of what currently I see individuals doing. So my sliders are a little different than what other people are, especially when we're out here trying to create a movement in what we're doing for our community and everything. My sliders are skewed. So you need to do a lot to make me think that you're, you know what I'm saying, that you did something or you're doing something. So I grade on a high curve when it comes to that. But looking at the Marshall Mathers LP, we had Kill You, which I feel like you shouldn't even had the public service announcement until after Kill You, and maybe that's why Kill You didn't hit me as hard as it did everybody else, because if you came right in with that and then went into the public service announcement, almost like, okay, this track came out and we're just here to tell you, you know what I'm saying, like on that type of tip, it might have hit me a little different. But after the public service announcement and going into Kill You was never my thing. Stan Stan hit me hard because I am an Eminem stan. Like, I understood what he was writing, where he was coming from with that. The song's like fucking 6 minutes long. You know what I'm saying? I'm from the school of Joe Button. 6 minutes and longer is what a song is supposed to be.
Jesus Christ. You motherfuckers are trying to put together opuses. What the fuck?
You know what I'm saying? Because I think on Joe Budden shit, 10 minutes was on his first shit, right? Well, it was just 10
Jesus
minutes of that motherfucker
Christ.
rapping. You know what I'm saying? Revelation 810, one of the local artists from this area. You know what I'm saying? Lansing, Illinois. A lot of you guys know him, Kyle Rev Miller. He does a lot of you guys graphics.
Rev, shout
Uh
out to him. Happy
anytime
birthday too, bro.
yeah, any song Rev does is like 6 minutes long. You know what I'm saying?
Christ.
So I think the Stan was just one of the best stories. You know what I'm saying, coming from a storytelling perspective, but something that honestly, if you think about it, could really happen. Even if he, you know what I'm saying, embellished the end of the song. You know what I'm saying? But you know, he has those people that are crazy enough to do some shit like that. He has that
Okay,
type of fan
so
base.
okay, so we're gonna go to this with as far as culture. The term "stan" came from this song.
I can get you from that, but you know what I'm saying. I think Stan is just a nicer way to say fucking. What was
It was fans before, and then we heard Eminem "stan," and then it
Well,
was you a
I think
stan because that means
nah
you're going a little
n-
overboard.
a Stan is a little further than just being a fan. Watching the
Right.
watching the Who's Your Favorite podcast, they had the perfect term for what I feel a Stan should be. It was like a dick gobbler or some shit like that. Once you go past a fan, you got to do's dick in your mouth, and I think that was just an easier
Right. And
way to.
so,
That's an
but
easier
it came
Stan.
from this song though.
No, but Stan was a term that was around before then. It's just that he popularized it.
I ain't hear
That
that.
yeah, would have. I
I
don't know why
ain't
you
hear
didn't
that.
hear it. I'm a WWE
I
fan.
ain't hear
I'm a
that.
WWE fan. I heard that shit all the time. I think it's just, you know what I'm saying. He did make that term popular, but that term has been around. It was just in a certain, you know what I'm saying, area. Like I heard that shit all the time watching wrestling. So
That's
it
not the same though. That's niche. It's a lot of people that don't know about wrestling like that
it
in
does.
that regard.
And that's why I said he popularized the term, but don't say the term wasn't around here before. We're going to get into that talking about popularizing stuff, but okay, he popularized the term Stan, but I can guarantee you he got that from something. And we know from his music that he either knows of wrestling or watches wrestling or some type of like that. So
Absolutely.
he took a term that was already out there, put it on the song, wrote a song about it, made it popular because that's the first time I ever heard the term like back in the 90s watching wrestling was Stan. So we had the Paul skit. After that, we had Who Knew, which you love.
I like
And
that song a lot.
and me, I'm okay with. Like going through this album, we're in the track 5. We're 15 minutes, maybe 20. Let me see. 410. We're about 15 minutes into the album. We've had 3 songs, 2 skits, and I like 1 song.
That's crazy.
Right? So 15 minutes in and only 1 song is really sitting with me. And this wasn't the way it was when I first heard the album. This is me going back and listening to the, you know what I'm saying, listening to the
This
album a
is
couple times
recent.
again.
This
This
is
is
recent.
recent, like 2 days ago. I actually played Stan twice. Why, you know what I'm saying? So I started it over again to hear it again because that song, and the funny thing is that song didn't sit with me like that when I first heard it. I used to skip Stan and go all the way to like Remember Me.
Yeah, I remember. I remember those times too. Those times in my life.
Yeah.
Yes.
After Who Knew, you got the Steve Berman skit, which was funny the first 2 times you heard it, and after that it was just
Yep.
let me get past it. The Way I Am,
Yep.
which
What you
was
said is not your shit, but that's
it,
my shit. It's a lot of people's stuff.
yeah, it's not my shit. I am whatever you say I am, and if you wasn't, why would I say I am? Like I know the fucking lyrics to the song. I know the song. It's just that now it doesn't hit me the same because my thing is, and I wasn't doing music back then when this
Correct.
album came
Me
out.
either. Me either.
But you're asking to be in the spotlight. I dissect things differently now. You're asking to be in the spotlight when you become famous. You put a target on your back when you decide to target other artists, you know what I'm saying, to help make yourself famous. You know? Athletes, other rap stars, other musicians, you know what I'm saying, everything have to deal with the shit. You know what I'm saying? Why should be any different? But I understand him voicing his frustrations, you know what I'm saying, on what's going on. But this is
with
one of the
people who extra, with
yeah,
people who extra.
yeah. And I love the fact that he also portrayed, you know what I'm saying, those people being extra as not people of color. But we're gonna get into that because we got into a really cool conversation about that too.
Yep.
Um, next track was a real Slim Shady. Never liked that song. I never liked that song.
Um. So this is one of the ones where when it first came out, um, I liked it. This was the lead single on the Marshall Mathers LP. Came with a fun video. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
It was still in the same vein as,
The video
you know what
made
I'm
the
saying.
song. The
Hi,
video
my
made the
name is.
song.
That's basically
And he's always been chasing how my name is. The video made the song more appealing than listening to
right.
the song by itself. So that "Hi, My Name Is,"
Not
I think it's the beat, the flow, the just you know what I'm saying, like that introduction that made that good. Uh, the real Slim Shady to me felt like a reach. I
so. Let's go back. Yeah, let's go to that. Not it's a reach, and I've grown to that point. Not my favorite song. I don't think that it should have been the lead single coming off now. You know what I'm saying, in hindsight. But he was following
right.
up off. You know what I'm saying. What made him successful in the first place. Not that. That's probably, in my opinion, probably the weakest song on here. That's what I would say.
Uh, I disagree.
Nah, it's Amityville.
Yeah, that's where I was going.
Amityville.
I was like, I disagree.
I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it now. But so that's the second weakest song. It's not great, and that's what you chose as the lead single.
Yeah, but
So I'll go with you on that.
that was the catchy thingy. You know what I'm saying? He does it every time.
Yeah,
Every time
right.
he drops, he does it. Just like every time he drops, he disses people. You know what I'm saying? And in whatever the lean. The only thing I think he did was "I'm Not Afraid."
It
And
was
my
on that song.
yeah. We get into
On that song, the Moby disc. Like,
yeah,
bro, come on, man.
yeah. I think that's my thing with people are allowed to have opinions about, you know what I'm saying, your music. You had a couple of hard whiffs. Hard. Harder than most, considering what your expectations were supposed to be. But you going to Remember Me,
Excellent song.
I'm Back.
I'm back. I like I'm back. Little slow play on it, but I think it was out of place.
That yeah,
Still an
it
okay
definitely
song.
was. I feel like that should have been I'm Back should have been earlier in the CD, like listen to these
Yes.
sonically. I'm just Marshall Mathers.
Great song. That's the best
Uh,
song on the album to me.
to me could have been a single. To me, that could have been the lead single from the album, and that to me it's the second best song on the album, and could have been the lead single, because right after that you get into the Ken Kniff, the beating all that shit. Just no. Oh, damn. Oh, nah. I'm good.
It was funny back then.
Nah, that shit
It
wasn't
was
even funny
funny
to me,
back
G.
then.
Nah, that
That
shit
shit
wasn't even
was
funny.
funny to me, bro.
Nah, that I think nah, bro. Nah. That shit got that CD broke in my grandma's house. Oh, nah. I'm good.
What the fuck is this?
Yeah. Um.
Yeah, my mom definitely wasn't. She wasn't a fan of me listening to Eminem. But
All right. All right. Hold on. This is random. But Shadow Nova Productions. Me. I don't mean to throw y'all off. What y'all think about Kid Cudi? How y'all feel about Kid Cudi?
like Kid Cudi.
Kid Cudi's very talented. I just think he's not living up to the talent that's within him. He writes incredible music. It might not appeal to everybody, but it appeals to most. And I can respect the artistry that he's trying to put into his music. But I feel like he's chasing after his first hit instead of trying to create something new.
I like the last
Uh
album that he did with Kanye. A lot of people
yeah.
didn't like that.
We after the King Kniff skit, we got
I kind of like.
the drug ballad.
Yes, incredible song.
It was okay. Uh, Amityville, which is probably the worst song on the album. Which is not saying a lot because
Who
there
was
were
on that song?
some good.
Somebody was on
I
that
don't care.
shit.
I don't care. You got Bitch Please too, which you like.
Hard Body.
The Kids, and the Kids is only on the clean version
Uh-huh.
of the album. Under the Influence, which is my favorite Eminem song on this album. Under the Influence is dope. And Criminal, which was stupid. I'm a criminal.
I like that shit. You goddamn
I'm a
right.
criminal.
I'm a criminal.
Nah,
It
you're not
was
a criminal. You're not a.
it was in the vein of the real Slim Shady. I felt like it was kind of like a different type of take on that, but
Nah, you're not a criminal. You a pussy that calls Paul to, you know what I'm saying, call Diddy to get in touch and tell MGK he needs to apologize and shit like that. But nah,
that's how
the
you
whole
felt.
the whole thing about me, I understand what a lot of people are saying. Especially Mr. Robville. What up, Villain Productions? D Edge. Make sure you download that XDE. What is it? XDE music app.
Yep.
Make sure y'all download that. Support the big homie. He's got the XDE watches on deck, the XDE wireless AirPods on deck. So make sure you check him out for that.
Hold on. We're gonna take an intermission. I can still hear you though. Keep talking.
Oh no, we good. Make sure y'all check that shit. And that I understand what they're saying as far as what they feel that he done. Putting 50 on, starting Shady 45, but I just feel like it hasn't moved or done nothing for culture. Now I had a talk with a person who remained nameless that works in the background for music. Does a lot of A&R, works with a lot of artists, and one of the things that he came up with is that he popularized hip hop with the
4-way. I think
with
so.
the Caucasian demographic.
She's upstairs.
So he's saying without Eminem achieving what he did, white people wouldn't accept hip hop because it was somebody that, you know what I'm saying, looked like them, is somebody that they could put on their wall. Now that I can understand from the aspect he put it to think about the black quarterback. How you felt when you saw a Donovan McNabb or a Mike Vick, you know what I'm saying, lead a team to the playoffs, or somebody like a Russell Wilson, you know, somebody you can relate to that you look like, you know,
Randall
what I'm saying,
Cunningham
winning the Super Bowl, Randall Cunningham, Randy Moss, you know what I'm saying, with different positions, stuff like that. But I rebutted with the fact that yes, and now hip hop is curated and popularized by, you know what I'm saying, white America. And was that a good thing? Because now everything is mumble rap, drugs, and depression instead of actual, you know what I'm saying, lyricism and MCing. What you got to say about that?
I'm not one to necessarily disagree with that. But what I will say though is it was important that he was the first artist to go diamond in the hip hop community. That just let anybody who was in the community know that it could be done. And that's important. How's that not? Explain that to me.
But at the detriment of where hip hop is sitting now. Yeah, it's the number one music or genre, you know what I'm saying, in the world. But what does that say for the content that's coming out of that genre? Because of the people that were empowered. And no offense to my white demographic, I love you guys, because I'm really not talking about y'all hip hop heads that is arguing back with me right now, Robville and others, because I know y'all understand that that's the true hip hop. But I'm talking about like the 13 or 14-year-old kids that are curating the sound that, you know what I'm saying, we're getting now because they were empowered back then by Eminem, who hasn't tried to drop the style of album that he should to, I feel like, properly respect the hip hop culture.
So this is what I say to that. We were the 13, 14 year olds that was listening to Eminem back
You
then.
were the 13, 14-year-olds that was listening to
Well,
Eminem like that
how
back
old
then.
were you? You were 16, 17. You ain't that much older than me, bro.
I wasn't listening to Eminem back like that back then.
In middle school, I was listening to Eminem. He was one of the hottest things smoking. We wasn't just listening to him though. We was listening to Cash Money. You know what I'm saying? We was listening to No Limit, but that's what I'm saying. This is right around the same time. DMX. We
You
was
know,
listening to all of that.
you know
But
when everybody ran out and bought. I can't remember what album it was. When everybody went out and bought that album, you know what album I bought? The opposite of H2O,
who was that?
Dragon.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I think my ear was different. I didn't really get into Eminem hard until, and I fell into Eminem really really hard. And I don't think that was until later. And I got into Eminem by way of listening to Royce. And you know what I'm saying, people like that. I got into Eminem mainly over the beefs. You know what I'm saying? Like the around the time of the D12 stuff. And I was more into Royce and looking what Royce was going to do, you know what I'm saying, to M. So like me being a fan of Royce the 5'9", you know what I'm saying, eventually turned me into a fan of Eminem. Own every album. Like I just told you, I just ordered 2 vinyls to put on the wall. The Slim Shady L. Nope, I didn't do that. I did the Marshall Mathers LP and Recovery were the 2 I ordered so I could frame them and put them on the wall. Like I respect his talent. The man is a lyrical miracle genius. I just feel like I said, my sliders are high, and I feel like he hasn't done enough. That's really all it is. It's no disrespect to him. It's just my honest, you know what I'm saying, unpopular opinion on how I feel and how a lot of others. It's not just him. It's not because he's white. It's a lot of African American, Latin American, whatever you want to call it, American artists who haven't done what they should be doing with the platforms they have either. That I feel. You know what I'm saying? So
All of that's fine. I think that the most interesting thing about this is um how us living and our experiences in life can change how we feel about certain projects. So, for instance, with you is how you feel about the Marshall Mathers LP. And I'm not gonna lie, it's certain songs that I used to listen to back in the day that now that I listen to it now, and especially as an artist, they don't hold the same weight. It's like that shit was actually low key trash. You know what I'm saying? But it went then for that time. So what do we? So where do we go with that? Are all of the classics that we thought were classics back then? Should we start to review them and move forward in that manner?
I honestly feel like we should, because there's some stuff that should have been classics back then that aren't, and there's some stuff that are
Huh?
classics that shouldn't be.
What? The trunk? Just you can go on the inside and the trunk panel is on there.
So that's honestly how I feel like we should approach the situation when it comes to that. So let's
I
see.
think I think that that's interesting, and I think that people are are slow to change their opinions of things that we held in such high esteem in the past. And so it's important for people like you to express your opinion about that. Like, man, I feel like this shit low key, it ain't a classic, really. That's important, man.
I did that fast. And people gonna kill me for this. Just to show you a similar thing. I feel like Ice Cube doesn't have a solo classic.
Oh man,
That's just my.
America's Most Wanted.
I feel like he doesn't have a solo classic. That's just my opinion.
Whoa, man,
That is
Death
just my opinion.
Certificate.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh
Should we
man,
go back and revisit?
buddy.
Should we go back later and revisit that and come up? But you
Ooh
know what we got to do.
man.
You know what we got to do. Though? We got to come up with levels, like what a classic is to us, and see if see, you know what I'm saying, see if these albums hit every category. So we need to catch a for sure a album that we know is for sure a classic. You know what I'm saying, that hits all them categories, and then we'll measure each thing and we go back to by them categories to see if it's a class. You know what I'm saying? A link up podcast classic, and we could do that for future. We could definitely do that for future
For
local.
past and future artists.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
future local artists to see if they're on their way to having a classic. You know what I'm saying as well. You know what I'm saying? You can end up in the Link Up Podcast Hall of Fame.
that's dope.
Yeah,
That's dope. I'm with the shits.
yeah, we should definitely do that. But
I'm with the shits. Don't
but
you? Hey, listen, Indy. Don't you ever in your life come for like reasonable doubt or illmatic though, dog. I'll fucking strangle your ass, dude.
not to be honest with you, I might come for It's Dark and Hell is Hot.
I don't have no problem with that. If you come
Yeah,
for illmatic or reasonable doubt, because I listen to those shits, you know what I'm saying?
you
Still,
but you know what I'm coming for?
what's that?
Tupacalypse Now.
I ain't even mad at that. I ain't even
Dead
mad at
ass.
that.
I think you posted on your Facebook earlier, which started another outrage, more from you than anything. But you posted, Biggie was a better rapper. Pac had better content. I agreed with you, but I said Drake was a better artist than both of them.
Yes.
I caught heat for that, and I don't know why. Why did you approach me the way you did after that?
Well, I kind of laughed at you because in Drake's case, we kind of had to put him in like a separate category, dog.
We do? Why? Why do we
Like
have
he
to put
don't.
Drake? Why do we have to put Drake in a separate category
He's
when we're talking about
listen,
artistry?
listen. He's more Michael Jackson than any
We're
rapper. I'm not even sure.
okay. Think we lost Syndrome for a second. Uh yeah, I think he was trying to say that we need to put people in different categories, but when you're talking about pure artistry, I don't understand why you have to have different categories of artists. When you're talking about painters and you know what I'm saying like that, they all have different styles, but you know what I'm saying they might not necessarily be, yeah, they might have different styles, but they're still all, you know what I'm saying, artists that paint and stuff like that, right? So I don't understand why you have to remove um Drake from the situation. Hold up. We lost Syndrome, but Syndrome's calling in right now. What's up, bro?
Yep, lost it. Where you at?
Just go ahead and click the link and come back in. I'm still live.
You sent it to me?
I sent it to you on Facebook. All you gotta do is go back into your Facebook Messenger and click the link.
Okay, I hit try again. Here I come.
This is where we need to have an intermission like they do on Who's Your
I'm on
Boy
it
and just start playing music. All right. Welcome back, Syndrome. And he's gone again. What is really going on here, man? We gotta upgrade. People gotta upgrade their internet connections around this point, man. Like, come on, like pay for the extra data. Did you hit your data cap? Is that what's happening here? Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. All right, guys. I'm guessing. There we go. I was finna play music for intermission. Hey, you
Technical
back?
difficulty.
Technical difficulties. Let's see. James Worthy, which I don't know what he means by this. I wish I want him to elaborate a little bit more on there. He said, "What the hell are those classics?"
Now he said, "What the hell? Those are classics."
Oh, okay. You need to use punctuation, bro.
Get your motherfucking non-punctuating ass out of here. Get out of here, bro.
All right, we got Illy says that's a fact.
Now, what are you talking about? What are you talking about, Chip?
I think
Fact.
he's talking about we moved on to the Biggie and Pac conversation with the
Drake. Are
Drake.
you talking about Drake? Or he's talking about the Biggie, the difference between Big and Pac.
Yeah, but
we got to get back into Drake though. So I don't really consider Drake a rapper like that anymore, bro.
So okay, so you don't consider him a rapper, So how does him not being a rapper disqualify him from being an artist? Because he is an
because
artist.
because listen, there is a difference between the artistry and the performing of it. So if you're
Okay.
not writing, or we got what's up, Halo? Hey, if you're not writing the material, then that puts you in like the pop performer category.
Okay. So Dre.
Dre, I'll go with it, but except for the fact that Dre makes beats though. Did
Okay.
he?
Different part of the art, but that shouldn't take him out of being an artist. What you're saying is he's not a rapper. What does that do with him being an artist?
It
Uh,
it does it does to a certain extent. It
no,
makes
it
a
no
difference.
no it doesn't.
It makes a
That
difference.
doesn't take him out of being a better artist than either one of them. You have
It
painters.
does.
Like I stated before you came back on, you have musicians, all with different styles.
Mhm.
Just because one person paints with a charcoal brush and one paints with a boar bristle brush, and they got different styles that they paint, and doesn't nullify either one of them from being an artist.
Artists, sculptors,
Yeah,
all of that.
Drake,
I will agree with you there.
everything Drake does, from his perception of how he does music, he is an artist. Pac and Biggie were artists. The thing was that their form of art was rap. So when I state that Drake is a better artist than the other two, I agree with you. I said Pac had more content, Biggie was the
Artists,
better rapper,
okay.
Drake is a better artist. I'm not saying anything false, because what Drake does, he does better than what the other two did and what they did. To me.
I didn't say that what you said was false. I said that we need some clarification with that. So now he said Chip said Drake is definitely the better artist of the three. So now the only place where I have problems with that is I understand that you're doing something different. You're singing, and the measurables in this time are different from the time back then, but he doesn't have the same influence that Pac or Biggie had.
I disagree with that. I feel
Okay.
like Drake has been the measuring bar, and he's been the influencer over the past 10 years. Drake has owned a decade. He's influenced sound, he's
He
influenced the
has.
culture over everything.
Mostly by stealing from other people though, right?
It doesn't matter how the hell he was doing it.
Okay.
It's the fact that
Okay.
he
You
was
don't
doing it.
Okay, so the difference is you don't take that into consideration and I do.
See, but you take it as stealing. You talk about he's stealing sounds. I feel like, and there's artists out there like the Afrobeats artists who say they thank Drake for presenting the sound over here to us, because that let them establish some type of ground and be able to move that sound over here. After Drake bought that Afrobeat shit over here, everybody was on that Afrobeat shit.
Facts.
When Drake comes back, whatever his sound is going to be, everybody's
That's
going to
gonna
be
be
that
the
sound.
wave. That's
The
gonna be
week
the wave.
the weekend caught a wave because of Drake. Party caught a wave because of Drake. He doesn't just take from people, he actually puts people on as well, because we wouldn't be attaching ourselves to them sounds if Drake wasn't introducing us to them.
That's very interesting. Someone might say that Elvis Presley did the same thing with the white community, but he was taken from people.
Elvis Presley might do the same thing, but Elvis Presley has never had the effect of what he was doing. Elvis never put anybody else on.
Okay, maybe he put them on, but I haven't. Where's the Party Next Door album?
That's
Can we
Party
get
fault.
that?
Party
Okay,
just
now
dropped the
it's his
three.
fault.
That
Now it's
party
his fault.
Party just
Now it's his
dropped.
fault.
Did
But
you
Drake
listen?
put him on though.
Did you listen to that Drake interview? He
But
can't
Drake
rush
put him
them.
on
He
though.
can't rush them to make music.
I'm not faulting him. I'm not faulting Drake for Party's misgivings. All I'm saying is he took that wave from that man and he made his wave, bro. He didn't
Okay.
put him on.
So you telling me Party isn't more successful since Drake introduced us to the sound than he would have been if Drake didn't?
Bro, come on, man. That would be foolish for me to say. All I'm saying is Drake took it and then he went on to the next one.
He went on to the next one. It's not our fault that Party can't create fast enough.
But he wasn't putting him on. Everything that he was creating was on Drake album.
He signed to Drake's label. How's he not putting them on?
Bro,
Party
he
just
could have Bro,
Party just dropped a Lucy pack.
Party could have put out an album. He could have been put out an album if he wasn't giving that shit to Drake.
If Party wanted to put out an album,
taking that shit.
If Party wanted to put out an album,
let's put it like that. I don't have no problem
Party
with that.
Party just dropped some shit at the end of the year.
I know. he dropped the 3-pack. Where is the album?
Ask
Drake
Party.
Don't ask Party. Drake is the label CEO, right? Why you ain't put that shit out on Party?
If Party, because Drake is the type of artist. Because that shit was on
Views.
Because Drake.
That shit was on Views. That's why.
Because if Party wants to not put shit out, you know what I'm saying? You need to talk more about the Party and Weekend beef on that. Because
no.
Because I feel like every time the Party gears up to do something, Weekend's like, nope, my turn. Every time Party puts out the 3-pack, here comes the Weekend right behind him. Look, I got 2 singles.
That's fine too though. But like I said, Drake, he's a poacher.
The Weekend's better than Party too, by the way, just to let y'all know.
He is. The Weekend is better.
10
and
times better.
And that was the best Drake album too. Take Care.
I disagree. I don't think Take Care was the best Drake album.
Which one's the best then? Let's Take Care.
No, to me it's not. I'm trying to remember the name of the album. If you're reading this, to me was the best Drake album. In my opinion, that's my opinion.
Nah.
In my opinion, if you're reading this, was the best Drake album.
He would say that's not an album. He would say that's not an album.
Illy said, I believe the difference is rap and hip hop. Drake's influence with rap and pop is huge. Hip hop wise, he can't compare to bigger pop.
So listen. This is my take on that, Chip. Now we have a wider body of work with Pac because he stayed in the studio and he stayed rapping. Biggie has a less significant body of work, but he has more than even Drake. Drake doesn't really rap that much. He makes a lot of songs where he's singing. Now,
I think he does. I think he does half and half on these albums, dog. I think he gives,
maybe so. But the big songs are singing songs.
But you have to introduce too. We're 15 almost. Yeah, we're about 15 years in on Drake's career. Right. You know what I'm saying? He morphed with the sound. You know, and that motherfucker
started out rapping.
That motherfucker rapped for like a good 7 years.
Bro, if I'm gonna take lyrical ability, he might be better than both of them. That's my hot take.
Look, that's your unpopular. That's your unpopular opinion.
Drake be shitting whenever he rap. That motherfucker be shitting on stuff.
I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I was on Drake on the Degrassi days when he was freestyling.
I was too. I was like, who the fuck is this dude?
I'm like, who's writing this shit for Aubrey Graham?
Who the fuck is Aubrey?
Yeah,
writing this shit
in the wheelchair, just spazzing, dog.
Yeah, what the fuck?
And then all of a sudden, one day, sitting down with my sister. I ain't gonna lie, I wasn't sitting down with my sister. I was watching that shit myself, sitting down after Degrassi. That motherfucking Replacement Girls video came on, and that motherfucker's yapping with a Trey Songz hook, and I'm like, for real? He's for real about this.
You know, the first mainstream song I heard from him, the first one I heard was, and that's why I can't really get this out of my head. It was Brand New.
It's funny.
I heard Brand New, and I was like, this motherfucking shit is cold.
It's funny. It's funny because a lot of the stuff that hit the mainstream, he had already did. All he did was re-record it. You know what I'm saying? Have it produced the proper way, because Replacement Girls came out again.
Yeah, that was old.
Yeah,
that was on Comeback Season. That was on the little project he dropped after that, though. But yeah.
Yeah, and then what was the song that Kanye produced the video? That was the
I'm more than just an option. Hey,
that was hard, but it was like his very first fucking video where he was doing y'all are gonna fucking kill me for not remembering this shit, man. I don't think Illy liked your Drake is more lyrical than Pac and Biggie thing, because look what he put up there. He say, I guess he's trying to say you're drunk. But
A little
you know
bit.
what's up. Big look who's in the building. Hey, I got a question.
What's
Mr.
up, Leo?
What's up, Leo? Hey, you gonna put us in can we be in the game? Link up podcast be in the game. Can you do
In
like
this shirt too.
yeah,
In the
can you do
finesse shirt.
yeah, can you do like an add-on and like us be like you know what I'm saying, add-on characters to come in like a pack or something like that? Can we do that? I want to be in the game. I even shouted your damn game out, man. Like straight up. In a song, hard as fuck. I'm gonna be streaming that too soon, but nah, I get what you're saying, dog. But I don't know. Drake's definitely the bar right now, though.
He been a bar.
He's definitely the bar. You know what I'm saying? So much that Jigga stopped dropping albums so often. Like motherfuckers stop having to drop so often because of what Drake brings. And when Drake drops a project and he's gone for a minute, that shit plays for a minute too. Like his shit goes for a while, and then by the time he comes back with new music, you just now getting, you know what I'm saying, off the last album.
Pop star, bruh. He's a pop star. That's how I look at it.
But that's the same level that every other, I'm gonna say, rap artist, hip hop artist will want to get to. They will want to get to that megastar, pop star level.
Of course.
And Drake's just there right now, man. And this is my thing. He's there after
other people writing this stuff. That's tough, man.
And you don't know how much they write. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how much they write. I don't know what they write.
Hell no, he don't write his shit. You only know about what he doesn't write by credits that other people have gotten, which could be a hook, which could be a fucking bar, which could be an ad lib. You have to get credit for everybody for whatever they do. And that's always going to be a shot at nobody. But we talk about him not writing stuff, but then we say the Chronic 2001 is a fucking classic, and Dre didn't write none of his shit on that album.
Bro, like I said, that's it's a whole. We talk about
NWA. You know what I'm saying? Give Cube his flowers when he was writing for everybody. You know, everybody on there.
I wrote the whole song. That's what this motherfucker said. Yeah. I wrote the whole song. But we don't people on there though.
But we don't give them the same shit we give. You know what I'm saying, Drake, and that's because of the level that Drake's reached. And regardless of y'all feel like he don't write his own shit, like y'all say, y'all want to put him in a pop star level. If he ain't write a hook, or you know what I'm saying, or there's a bridge or something he didn't write, it doesn't matter if the concept, the style, and everything he's doing there is his, and the way it's presented is his.
I'm not faulting that. I'm just saying, like earlier, I just did a little thing on the Rico beat. Bro, like Quentin wrote like that whole song, and Drake just came in and changed a few words here and there so that it fit him and put that out.
It don't matter.
This album, like that's tough. That's tough for me. That's tough for me. I'm gonna judge you as an artist.
You gonna judge me as an artist because I came in, I saw something that was dope. Then we're gonna judge Neo, Dream, and everybody else. You know what I'm saying? They got them written, you know what I'm saying, they had shit written for them as artists, because back in the day there was a bunch of, and there's some artists that sit there, somebody who let's say artist at the level who doesn't get her respect like she should, an artist at the level of Alicia Keys, who writes and produces everything that she does, writes her own music, writes her own lyrics, but she will never be at the level of a Beyonce who gets everything fucking written for her.
Which is fine, but that's also the genre that she's in.
It doesn't matter.
When we're talking about rappers,
you got a
ghostwriter, it's like
because to me it's fucking artistry. I'm gonna tell you right now, you'd be surprised at how many fucking rappers got ghostwriters. You would be surprised.
I wouldn't be surprised, but at the same time, soon as I find it out, now it's gonna make me look at them like, okay, bro.
And no, it's not, because you still gonna turn up when that song come on.
Depends.
Still gonna turn up when that song comes on.
Rico is still my shit, but that shit that Quentin did, I'll probably play that before I do that.
Okay. Nah,
I'm an artist.
No, I wouldn't, because Drake made it sound better. I'm not. You could do the same. You could do the same exact thing that Drake did, but the way you do it, it sounds like complete fucking trash. But then
It don't sound the same.
Drake made it hot. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing with that lollipop hook. You know what I'm saying? Like Wayne made that song hot, but he caught flack for that shit.
Cause he ain't write it.
It don't fucking matter. It's plenty of shit that's out there that's written with an artist that did it. It didn't sound good, and then the artist who took it adapted their sound and their artistry to it. Y'all got me fucking defending ghostwriters. People who use
Exactly.
but it's true, and this is me. This is me coming from an artist perspective, not just sticking into rap. I take that, I make that mine. I put my shit all over it. I put, oh, here you go, Syndrome. I put my sauce on it.
Would you do it?
To make it viable.
Would you do it?
Motherfuckers, the road hooks for me. I didn't write the fucking Reaching for the Stars hook. I didn't write.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about write a whole song for you and then you just record it and put it out as yours.
Done it.
I haven't.
Done it.
I haven't.
And you know what song was that? Probably
Don't tell.
No, I'm gonna tell. It's probably my biggest song it's probably my biggest song I ever had. iPod.
Who wrote that? Ooh, we getting into some shit now, boy. What? Who wrote that shit, bro?
Who you think wrote that shit? Huh?
I don't even know.
Kyle Rev Miller wrote iPod.
You trash now, bro. You trash. I ain't never gonna look at you the same, bro. That song is fucking cold. Hey, Rev. I'm about to. Is Rev in here, man?
Nah, he ain't in here. But you know,
I'm on Facebook. I want him to write me a song now.
But you know what I did though? I went in there, changed words around, and made that shit to fit my flow.
That's why you like Drake so much. Oh shit, bro.
Be honest though.
That song is dope.
Be honest. Listen to iPod. Does iPod sound anything like me?
No, I thought you was on your other shit though.
Nah. He wrote the concept. I came up with the hook. He wrote his verse. You know what I'm saying? He wrote the structure and shit for the verse. I plugged the words in. That's exactly how it went. Because you know that wasn't
That's not the same thing. That's not necessarily the same thing though.
Here we go. Look, I'm throwing myself in the line of fire to try to defend this man, and you trying to fucking
sucker. You motherfucking sucker, boy.
Hey, Worthy.
Song for you, bro.
And I'm not gonna stay who it is. I'm gonna keep their names close to heart because I have friendship with these people and it's a business relationship with these people. There's probably 4 or 5 artists that you guys know that you guys champion that I've written for them. So, you know what I'm saying? What of it? It's a hit song out right now with like fucking 400,000 views on YouTube and like 1 million streams on SoundCloud that somebody used that I wrote. So, I mean, don't be mad because I got my writer shit and my publishing right and I'm fucking writing shit, but whatever. Let's get off of this. And move on to the next section before I incriminate myself some more. Let's get into these top 5. These top 5 albums, local independent that
that we're looking forward to.
That we're looking forward to
in 2020.
Out. Most def. You want to go first? You want to do one by one, or it's no specific order? It's just the 5 that we're looking forward to.
We're gonna have a lot of the same people though. So top 5, 5. We're not gonna say top 5, just 5.
Yeah.
So I just found out today. Well, actually, he had been alluding to it for a while, but my boy El Nitty.
Okay.
El Nitty about to come out with a project. It's is it 7? Let me check it out real quick.
While you looking that up, I think the main joint from the area that I'm looking forward to dropping this year, which is actually dropping on the 30th, and I can't wait for this shit. I'm gonna need 3 copies, one for the crib, one for the car, and one to get somebody who don't know who the fuck he is so they can get in tune. G Scott.
Yes. G Scott is on my list. I am super anxious to hear that shit. Um,
Hashtag G
yeah,
Scott is a
7.
hashtag G Scott is a better artist than Eminem. I'm just saying.
Shout out to G Scott, man. That shit, I'm waiting, bro. I'm waiting.
Uh,
Um, so G Scott, L Nitty, he's got
mhm.
the 7 project coming out. Shout out to him, man. Um, Hollow Gang Bug. I'm
Yo,
very, very interested to see what the fuck he has been working on. I've been hearing a lot of buzz. I've been seeing the videos. All of the shit that he dropped from last year is solid, super solid. And I've been hearing from you and various other people that Bud got some shit up his sleeve.
most definitely. Bug is definitely G Scott and Bug are probably the 2 artists in the area I'm most anticipated to hearing from them. So Bug, Hollow Gang, Bug literally might be the best rapper in Northwest Indiana right now.
Oh man, that's a big statement.
Like he
I'm out
literally,
here in Northwest Indiana too.
yeah, but ain't nobody worried about you right now. He might he might be the best rapper in Northwest Indiana. So
Bug
like
is fucking nuts though.
I'm talking about far as concept with songs, um the mix, the master, the sound quality, production, rap flows, just everything, the whole package put together.
Videos, appeal, what you
Yeah.
talking about, how you appear as an
Yeah, definitely how he appears as an artist.
artist.
He's
I fuck with that.
yeah, definitely. So
I fuck with
G
that.
G Scott's a close second because G Scott's a fool, and that dude just his talent is just another level. And this motherfucker makes us wait. I feel like I've been waiting on the G Scott album like we've been waiting on the Chronic 3. Oh, look, Illy said that's a major statement about Bug. Hey,
About Bug, cause I'm out here.
ain't nobody worried about you.
Hmm.
No, we not. Not right now. Not
Okay.
right now. Not right now.
Okay.
Go sit on your big old bucket and wait. Wait your turn.
Hey. Okay.
Yeah, Hollow be that name coming soon.
Okay. Okay. So I got 2 more.
Okay.
So Mr. King, I'm definitely waiting on him. This fool sitting right here next to me, listening to the fucking podcast
Typing. This mother put his name in the podcast 8
like
times.
13 times, dog.
Mr. fucking King.
Man, if you don't stop that shit, bro,
The funny
he's
thing, the funny thing,
he's got some shit brewing too, bro.
nah,
And this is gonna be epic.
I'm gonna tell you why I left Mr. King off the list. Because for me, he was one of the most anticipated in 2019. You should have dropped already.
You hear that? Did you hear that? He ain't hear that yet. His shit slow. His shit slowed down.
Yeah. I'm gonna stop anticipating you until the project actually drop.
He but this one seriously, as far as the production, you know what I'm saying? No more leasing beats. We buying the motherfuckers, shooting videos. The dude is everybody is anticipating that shit.
Okay, so that's four for you. Who's
That's
the fifth?
4. And then the 5th is the Trap Girls, Meteoric Rise. They had the whipping video. They've been on the radio. They've been all over the place. I've been hearing some songs from their performances, and the motherfuckers sound like they might be busting too. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I'm waiting to see what they do. They got a lot of solid.
Yeah, we're gonna upgrade your internet soon, bro. We gonna have to get you on that unlimited joint with Comcast because this can't keep happening. No, I'm just joking though. He said that his five, right, was El Nitty, Mr. King, Hollow Gang Bug, G Scott, and the Trap Girls, or the five local albums that he's waiting for to drop this year. Okay. Definitely some fire. Definitely some fire waiting on that, waiting to come. I personally can't wait to hear a lot of them either. The Trap Girls have been doing their things. You had Mr. King with the Dizzy video.
Back
With
in
the
here.
Dizzy video when he dropped.
Back in this thing.
Yeah. He's been doing a lot of things. So we'll see that popping. I told y'all two of mine already. I'm definitely waiting on that How to Be That Name. I just literally wrote the date for G Scott's on my calendar. So that's probably all I'll be listening to all day is that G Scott joint. My third is somebody that you guys should know that you probably don't. That's to me one of the top 5 lyricists and artists in this area from Gary, Indiana. He's down in Bloomington right now, but secondhand.
Okay.
H Fury, Mr. Patrick Alexander, is coming with new shit. You know what I'm saying? He takes some time off in between, but that boy, his own production, lyrics, everything's on point. If you go to SoundCloud, check H Fury. He's just hot. Damon Alexander, boy, that boy stays consistent. He probably drops a tape every 6 months, but it's always hot. It's always dope. But
He be having
he be having fire. But he's like my 2A. He's like my 2A, right? Because my 2B is Lady C.
Yeah, you know what? I was gonna put Lady C on there, but I don't even know if she's dropping a project though.
It's anticipated. We don't know if she's dropping it. She might not. You know what I'm saying? I hope she does. I don't even care if it's an EP. I'm waiting on the Lady C project. I'm gonna go to Mr. King route for the number 1, right? And I'm not gonna say Mr. King. Sorry, King. Love you though. My most anticipated album of the year, other than those 4, is Hollywood, Indiana, the sequel, from none other than yours truly, Indy Uchiha.
This sucker.
Yeah, because the this project for me has been
that
a lot,
I'm looking forward to that too though.
and it's my final solo album. So I'm tapping out. I'm tapping out after this as far as dropping albums. You might get a single from me once in a while. We might do the collab EPs like I did with Blood in the Water. But as far as a full project, it's gonna be the last thing y'all get from me. I'm finna be 37 years old in March. I'm tired. My back hurt. I'm waking up in the morning and my knees hurt. And plus, I'm making the moves, these podcasts and all the stuff behind the scenes. And I'm falling out of love with the whole process, you know what I'm saying, coming in and doing, you know what I'm saying, all that. But this project will be what y'all want. It's just going to be hits. That's why it's the acronym is HITS, Hollywood, Indiana, the sequel. What did Illy say, man?
2 more.
He said looking forward to that.
2 more.
2 more what?
2 more.
You want to do 2 more?
People that I'm looking forward to.
Go with it.
Number 1, the Frat 3.
I'm looking forward to Frat. I'm looking forward to Frat 3, but that shit.
I know what to expect.
I know what to expect because he's constantly dropping content. So I'm always know I'm gonna have content.
Yes.
And he doesn't understand what he just did. He just made that podcast is one of the most, like, I wait for that podcast like I wait for Monday Night Football. So he's got a couple of we got a couple things. My back does hurt, yo. I've been carrying this fucking city for a minute, and y'all don't even know. I've been putting the city on my back hand everywhere I want, so my back hurts. It's time for somebody else to take this fucking load off. You ain't see that coming, did you?
One more.
Go ahead.
One more. I don't know if y'all know about Lil O. Lil O is from Glen Park, the West Side. He down in Nap now. He just dropped the project. I want to say it was late December. The Life of Lil O. Go stream that on all your various streaming platforms. But he's got some fire, and I'm interested to see what he ends up doing this 2020. Fire though. Lil O is that dude, man. That's Glen Park's song.
Yeah, definitely. I always gotta give it up for anybody that's putting on, you know what I'm saying, for the city, for the hometown. Definitely, man. Waiting on that trust issues. That trust issues get printed up this weekend and releases next weekend. I'm so ready for that bitch to straight. But yeah, man.
Oh yeah,
But you know
that's gonna be fire. You a sucker though, man. You ain't even say nothing about extended weekend too, bro. Fuck you, man.
I had a choice.
I
had a choice. Plug hits or plug extended
cool.
weekend. You know
It's
what?
cool.
Nah, because
It's cool. I ain't mad at you.
Nah.
I ain't mad at you.
Let something surprise the people, man. Let something surprise them. Extended weekend come out of nowhere and hit them with the monkey paws.
Hey, Sko, you on Lil O shit too, ain't you? Put it in the chat.
Definitely. Little O said he's dropping December 27th, man. Lil O, December 27th. That's a long wait. Sko Dollar dropping Broadway Blues 2020 for show.
Okay.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Get it in.
I'm looking for you, bro.
I'm looking for that too. I'm looking at it too. But you know, to make me anticipate y'all music more, y'all gonna have to make y'all podcast garbage. Cause I be tuning in to the podcast and be forgetting y'all do music. Straight that podcast so lit. You be like, y'all ain't even got to do that shit no more, man. Y'all got something going with the Who's Your Favorite Podcast every Monday. Check them out multiple times because the motherfuckers go on color people time. They never show up to do their podcast on time. So you have to check with them to see where they go.
And y'all some suckers. Y'all need to invite us on there too, man.
Stop playing. like we both aren't available Monday. You know what I'm saying? So, but they probably won't. It's
I'm
cool.
off on Mondays.
Yeah,
I'm off on Mondays, and I like to drink.
Yeah, I'm off every other Monday.
I like to drink whiskey.
Yeah, and I got a bottle of Jameson to say let's go. Get on the Jameson that day. Leave the other shit alone.
Facts. Facts.
Dead ass. But check out the Who's Your Favorite Podcast. Make sure y'all go check that out on Facebook. If you guys got music that you want them to hear, that they even do that thing. They review the music and everything like that. Send your submissions in the Who's Your Favorite Podcast 7 at gmail.com. You can also, if you got anything going on, you got any local businesses, this for the local only. You got any local businesses that you want pubbed? If you got any anything going on that y'all doing, you know what I'm saying? Y'all make sure y'all check them out. Remember, Who's Your Favorite Podcast 7? Who's Your Favorite Podcast 7 at gmail.com. Make sure y'all check them out. Show them some love. They're doing real big things over there. There's room for everybody. You know what I'm saying? In this podcast world. So we don't hate, we show love. We see people moving. You know what I'm saying? We're going to do it big. We want them to succeed just like we succeeding. You know what I'm saying? That's the way it go. He just put it down. I'm going to post this right there. Bam. Right there. Who's Your Favorite Podcast 7 at gmail.com. Y'all make sure y'all send y'all submissions or y'all got a local business that's doing some type of event for the kids, or y'all got anything going on. You know what I'm saying? Y'all make sure y'all sending it up. Make sure to get the news out and show your support. And boys, support right there. We support everything that's going on in the Midwest.
They definitely pub everything that's out here in the G, man, out here in the Northwest Indiana area, man. Shout out to them dudes, man.
All right, let's go into one more subject before we get out of here. I got a whole nother podcast to do after this. A plus is killing me, bro. Illy and Jacob from Archduke got one. Ooh, Illy and Jacob from Archduke got a joint on the way. Okay. Illy, you've been holding back on us. That's why you couldn't do your verse for the other track. Cause you
Yeah,
saving all the
man, you
hot stuff
funny
for the
too
other
though,
thing,
bro.
man. That's messed up, bro. That's okay.
Hey, man, I'm trying to rap, dog. We still got something to do.
Nah, it's all good because I sent Illy and Worthy a track that I think is gonna fucking blow y'all fucking minds because it ain't shit like this going around in the mid right now. The shit that we finna have popping, the sound is totally different. And I know both of them brothers gonna do their damn thing on that. I can't wait to present that type of illustrious musical um syndrome into your eardrums to let you resonate on the frequencies of love. It sounded like I knew what I was talking about, didn't
Yeah, yeah, straight like that though.
it? Yeah, them big
Straight like that. I was
words.
like, where is he going with this?
Yeah, I just wanted to sound like I knew what I was talking about, like I
Okay,
was intelligent. Nerd mix.
you do solid.
Yeah, that's the way it go. But we also, because we give the local love, we got a couple of industry joints that we waiting on. Did you get those five ready? Or you want me to go first?
Oh, yes, go first.
All right.
I didn't, but I can shoot from the hip on this one
All
though.
right. Check this out. My number one most anticipated album of the year is Sade. But there's news
Okay.
breaking that my baby, I swear to God, I would leave any woman on the earth for this woman. You know what I'm saying? I would kill for this woman. You know what I'm saying? I would go Republican for this woman. Is dropping her album. You know, got a whole new project coming, and I can't wait to hear that. Number two for me would be Royce the 5'9".
Yes, fucking yes. That's
Yeah.
number one in my book.
He's got a whole self-produced project coming out, and if it's anything like the first track that he had dropped, I think that was what, like towards the end of the year. It was him and I think he had Ti and he had somebody else on that joint too.
Sci high.
Yeah, side. If it's anything like that, if the music is anything like that, dude, he might have more classes than Eminem has.
Ah, you would say he already
I,
got more.
my bad.
I mean,
Yeah. My bad on
Book of Ryan, a classic.
uh Book of Ryan is definitely a classic. So if he gets another one, he's got more classes than Eminem. So going on to my next
You said Sade, you said Royce.
Royce. I'm totally anticipating an album from The Weeknd.
Okay.
Um Normally when he starts dropping loose, start dropping tracks, he has something coming. I was gonna say I thought Tory was coming, but I think after the fact that he's touring Chicks Tape 3, I don't think we're gonna have a Tory album this year, but I'm definitely anticipating that. My number four is Chris. Fuck no, it's not. What the fuck am I thinking? I was finna say Chris Brown. I was finna say Drake. I don't know why the fuck Chris Brown popped in my head. My fourth is Drake. Drake has to be dropping this year. He doesn't, you know what I'm saying? He doesn't put out a single and doesn't drop. Although I'm not a fan of War. I'm a fan of the tone. I'm not a fan of the way he flipped his rapping, but I'm a fan of the tone of the song. And if the album's tonally gonna be something like that, it might be something for me, you know what I'm saying, to listen to. So I'm gonna check out anything he does because I want to see if he drops something and see if the sound also moves that way, right?
Okay.
Number five is somebody that a lot of people aren't talking about, but there's rumors she's dropping this year, and when she drop, I think it's over with for a lot of women in rap. Remy Ma.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. So like
Okay.
I know my shit's weird, but I it's been a while since we heard something from Remy, and all she's been doing is just bombing verses, like just dropping bombs on verses she's been doing. So I'm really looking forward to her being more seasoned and working in the space she's working in now, being off parole, you know what I'm saying, had a kid, that whole space. Maybe Papoose can write some bars for her.
What the fuck is going on, bro? Nah, let Remy write her own bars, dog. She good, bro.
I'm just saying, man.
Jesus Christ.
It's a rumor. It's a rumor that Papoose writes for Remy, dog. It's a rumor.
I know that, bro.
Putting it
Man.
out there, but Remy doesn't get hit for that like Drake does. But
Oh man.
Remy should drop a nice project, especially with her mentor Fat Joe dropping his last. She's been bigging up a lot of people. I heard that she's possibly gonna have Cardi on there.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? She's gonna have Megan on there, different things. I doubt she's gonna have Nicki on there, but I think her and Nicki, if they squash that shit, would make a decent track. But we don't know if Nicki's retired, if she's rapping. She's something different every day. But I'm waiting for like the Young M.A. Remy track. That shit will be bananas, bro.
Boy, that last project Young M.A. drop was fucking fire, boy.
Yeah, very, very underrated. And I even hear, and this is just people talking, you know, over the intranet and what's going on, that there's a collab with Remy and Snow the Product coming.
Oh yeah,
yeah, and if that's for real, that'd be bananas. Cause Snow will rap her ass off. She's a very underrated female MC. She gets no respect for what she does. Hold on. Can you at least say pause?
Yeah,
let's rewind. Yeah, pause. Let's rewind. Have y'all talked about Eve? Rhapsody arguably had the top 5 album of the decade. We haven't got to our top 5 albums of the decade yet, bro, but she's definitely on that list. So would you calm down? We're trying to save shit for other episodes.
Yeah. I'm gonna be honest. I haven't even listened to Eve. I heard the first album. That was arguably 1 or 2 of that year. I think that was the year that Hov dropped 444 too.
It was better than
Rhapsody.
It was better than 444 to me, to be honest.
And honestly, I'm not gonna argue with you on that one because that shit was fucking fire, boy.
Yeah. Illy, as far as I say, on my list, as far as for the decade, I got her. I don't have her as 5. I have her as 6. Because I already started putting my list together. I got her at 6, and
did you? You motherfuckers are funny, boy.
But no, I got her at 6 for a good reason, and we'll get into that when we get into that talk. Because when you talk decade, boy, you know what I'm saying. And a lot of people gonna get mad at me because I think I got Royce. I think I got Booker Ryan a lot higher than what people want it to actually be. So I got and Royce is on there twice because a Prime joint's on there too. So
Jesus Christ, which one? The first one and the second one.
The first one.
The second one. I like the second one better.
Yeah. And what a lot of people don't know, I got I'm not gonna tell you all the spots though. I got a Gibbs joint on there too.
Damn. Of the decade?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I might as well just go ahead and give out some of mine. Like that's 4. I'm gonna give y'all a 5th one. I'm gonna give them a 5th one just so they mouth could water because they're already gonna know this.
It's time for me.
Hold on.
For me.
Rage and the Machine is on my top 5 decade list.
Oh, you bugging a little bit though, bro. Yeah, no, you love Joey like that though. The album is tight.
That's his best project ever.
Okay, maybe.
No, it's not a maybe about it. That's his best project ever.
Okay.
Prove me wrong.
Of the decade.
Yeah, it's one of the top. To me, it's one of the best projects of the decade.
Okay. Top 5?
No, I didn't say top 5. I just said
one
of the top 10. I said one of the top 10. I'm not dumb enough. I'm not dumb enough to put that in the top 5. I don't want that. Look. I want all the smoke,
brother.
I want all the smoke. It doesn't mean I want the heat behind the smoke.
Right. Okay, so let's see, 5 anticipated. You said Drake.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very interested to see what Drake has going. What wave he's gonna move. This year.
Hold on. What did you say? What wave he was gonna move?
What wave he is going to move.
Okay, I just want to make sure you said that.
That's what Drake does. He'll take a wave, something that's already cresting, he'll move that motherfucker. That's what he does.
But the whole thing is, most of the time, it's not cresting here. What he does is surf the wave all the way to the U.S., baby.
Facts. Okay, so Drake, we said Royce. That's number one to me. I'm very, very interested to hear what Royce has got going on. Um, let's see, 2020. Kendrick should be dropping then. I want to hear the Kendrick album. Um, I heard, and I don't know if this is true because she has a lot of shit going on, but I heard Rihanna is supposed to drop this year. I want to hear that shit.
Rihanna's supposed to have been dropping for the past 3 years.
She was supposed to drop, yes, she was supposed to drop 2 years ago. I want to see what the fuck she got going on. Because if she dropped this year, that shit moves everything.
And I heard this year Rihanna trying to get pregnant. So it's like we might be waiting another
year. I mean, she might still drop and not tour.
Okay, I can get that.
Rihanna though. Okay, so what did I say? I said Drake, Royce, Kendrick.
Hold up, before you move on from Rihanna, you know one of the reasons why I think they haven't had Rihanna drop yet, as far as you know what I'm saying, Def Jam and shit go, is because they're really
they can't afford it.
No, I think they're slowly pushing Danny Lay, and I think if they have Rihanna come out, that could halt what they're trying to do with Danny Lay.
How?
Same lane, R&B, you know what I'm saying, type shit.
But see, the whole thing about it is she's not gonna have that shit. If she's ready to drop, you know what I'm saying. That is.
Man, I get what you're saying. I'm just saying
what it is. I'm sure she moves that building.
Yeah, I'm just saying we know shit that from prior experience with how Def Jam moves, we done seen it before. Is what I'm saying.
That's true.
Because they know whenever she drops, it's
fucks up everything.
So she drops, the world stops. You know what I'm saying? To me, Rihanna, and unpopular opinion. I'm sorry, Beehive. Rihanna shits all over Beyonce every time she drops.
She has better projects.
Yes. Rihanna's had
Lemonade joint is fire, but
the Lemonade is just almost about as good as Rihanna's maybe second best project.
That's true. I'll go right with you on that. We'll both be unpopular on that one.
So she can be all mad if Jay-Z was in them guts with Rihanna or whatever, but yeah, I would have took some of that talent too if I got a chance. So
okay, so 5th project. So I'm a big J. Cole stan.
J. Cole's not coming this year.
It's probably it's about time for him to drop, ain't it?
No, J. Cole not.
He dropped early. He dropped early last year.
J. Cole said he on a break. J. Cole ain't coming. He said he on a break.
Did he say that?
Yeah.
I know he pubbed the Dreamville album. Okay.
Try again.
Let's see. 5th. I need that Kendrick album. You know who I'm actually interested to see an album from? I'm interested to see a Future album. I really like Future projects. And a lot of times it's not even like a group of particular songs. It's just the project as a whole. Always really good music and good vibes. And so the last project he dropped was I think it was the Future Hendrix joint where he did it was like a double album. He did half of it R&B, half of it rap. Didn't hit me as hard. I didn't really like it as much, but Future for the most part is very, very good with his albums and his projects, man. And so I think I'm gonna be interested to see what he has going on this year.
I like that. So, whoa, what did I do? All right, guys, that was pretty good. You got some solid picks. I could definitely see the Future thing. I think like my what do they call that? My honorable mentions. is
Mhm.
for me is probably Linkin Park. Um
Really?
yeah. Honorable mentions Linkin Park because I don't know what that sound's gonna be like without Chester. You know what I'm saying? Because Chester had an iconic voice.
Okay,
Uh,
so another honorable mention for me. I heard that 3 6 Mafia was getting back together.
but I think that's just a tour. I don't know if they're doing like
I heard that too. That's what I heard.
yeah,
I heard it was the tour, but what DJ Paul was saying was that it was time.
yeah,
And he's the curator.
yeah. And then my other, I got one more honorable mention again out of the hip hop base, but Evanescence.
Okay.
And that's just because when you go there,
I like Evanescence a lot.
yeah, well you could tie Linkin Park to hip hop because of Mike Shinoda, the whole
Yes.
the crossover thing with Jay Z.
DJ,
Yeah,
yeah. Uh-huh.
Evanescence is just everybody, no matter what color creed you were, know some of their songs.
I like a lot of Evanescence songs on the real.
So, all right, guys.
Um,
Uh,
yeah, I can't think of nobody
yeah,
else.
this is what we're gonna do, man. We've been here for an hour and a half. We'll be right back at you next week with another pod. Tyrell Anderson said Big Sean. It is about time for Big
What's up,
Sean to
Ty?
come, right?
Okay.
Yeah, it's definitely time for Big Sean to come. I'm waiting on that, but
I am waiting on that.
you get Big Sean, you're gonna get Big Sean. Until I see Sean take that next step,
I want a real classic album. The last one was called that was Dark Sky Paradise.
I think.
I know he dropped a dual project with somebody. Who did he drop with? It was Sean and
Didn't he drop one with Janelle Aniko, or whatever her name is?
nah, not a whole album.
Oh,
I don't
know.
think so.
I don't remember. I follow Big Sean, but I don't follow him like that. So I don't know. Big Sean is definitely somebody I'm waiting to see what he
Push.
goes on. Yeah, I'm waiting on Big Sean to snatch that crown.
Yeah, like
That's what I'm waiting on.
what's holding him back? I don't know, man.
All right, guys.
Hey, you
but,
talked about those married guys too.
Yeah. Is he? He's married now?
Well, he with her in a relationship,
Who?
whatever. Sean, him and Janae,
They broke up.
back together.
They back together
now,
again?
right? I thought they was.
No, I know they did music together, but I didn't think they was back together. I'm not up on my current Joe Budden podcast and the
I'm not
and the
checking
Big
for
Sean
that
and
shit
Janae and
like that,
Nico
though.
alert.
Right.
So
I ain't checking for that shit, but yeah.
I know Sway. What is it? The young dude from Sway Lee or whatever his name is. I know like he's back with his girl after like she went crazy and like tried to break out the windows on his car or some shit like that.
Man, that dude be with.
I mean, I don't know.
That's another one too. I like Ray Shrimmer. I like their last project too. The triple hitter.
I'm not going. But
With Ray Shrimmer?
To each their own. I'm not going. To each their own.
Who, Sway?
To each their own. I'm not going.
Oh man, that shit hard.
Okay. All right, guys. Just to let you know, make sure that you personally subscribe to the YouTube page at Nerd Mix Alpha, where the Link Up podcast is posted for in case you missed it live. Subscribe to Syndrome at Syndrome_TS everywhere, Instagram, Twitter. Come check us out.
Spotify too.
Spotify also.
Spotify, Nerd Mix.
Yeah, Nerd Mix Podcast Network on Spotify. You can also catch the audio version of the podcast. You can follow me at Nerd Mix Alpha on Instagram, Twitter, wherever the hell it's at. Everywhere Nerd Mix Alpha. Check this out. What are your top 5 most anticipated local and industry albums? Make sure you comment that in the comments. We're gonna go through the comments. The best comment that we can come together, we feel like it's the best, you know what I'm saying, collection of albums that are waited on. We got this for you right here. It's not nothing big, but PlayStation Classic. You know what I'm saying? It's got, I think, 18 different games in there, including Battle Arena Toshiden, Cool Borders, you know what I'm saying, Metal Gear Solid, Tekken 3, Sci-Fi Filter. You can also mod it and put a bunch of other games on it and stuff like that. So I think it comes with two. Does it come with two? No, it might come with one controller. I forget. They just sent it to me. But we will be raffling that off. Well, not raffling off, but giving that away to the person who has the best. You know what I'm saying? 5 and 5 that we think can sonically sounds good. If I could put both, I could put all 10 of them in my. I'm finna say CD thing, like reuse them still. But if I put all of them in my in my car and just ride to them 10 for the whole year, you know what I'm saying? You're probably gonna win if that's the type of sound that I want. But also, make sure that you share this, comment on this. We're also gonna pick one person for a comment to get that link up shirt. The design that's in the background behind us. Did you see when the show starts? You get
Yes,
that on a
sir.
t-shirt. You just send us your size and stuff like that. We'll pick one comment. We'll hit you up. Get in tune with you. You know
Masked
what I'm
up.
saying? And that shirt will be printed up from Mr. James Worthy. So check him out too. Get your FUPA shirts, get your work t-shirts, and everything else like that. You can grab that
F
man
them
for that.
kids.
Yeah, definitely F them kids. You know what I'm saying? Uh especially right now. Check that stuff out. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you stay in tune with him and everything that's going on. Shout out to our sponsor, A Plus Opinions, your home for nerd and geek pop culture, news and reviews. They cover all types of stuff over there. So make sure you check that. Make sure you check that stuff out.
Hit
And
them with the email too.
oh,
Hit them with the email so they know.
yeah, definitely. If you guys want to come on, we do this totally over the internet. So if you have a stable cell phone with a good internet connection with a decent camera, or you have a laptop, a computer, you can be a guest on this show, or you can come in and state your opinion that you want us to debate about. We're going to be having a couple of them. You can send a video in. We'll put the asking question. Keep the video, please, under 10. I think it's under 15 seconds. Keep the video under 15 seconds, and we'll post live video questions, and we'll answer them towards the end of the show. So you guys make sure you check that out. You can send all of those into. Give me a second so I can pull it up. You
Yeah.
could send you could send all of that into is one of these motherfuckers. Which one is it? The Link Up Pod.
Link up pod.
The Link Up Pod at gmail.com. The THE link LINK up UP pod POD at
He had a stutter
gmail.com.
with up. Up, that's
That's
UP, right?
I can spell the
Okay.
big words, but when it comes to 2 letter words, I can't
There's
spell them.
two
So
letter words I can't get
make
it.
sure y'all
Yeah.
send those questions and those video questions into get your face seen here. Make sure that do 20 seconds. Make sure them 20-second videos. You tell us your at, you know what I'm saying, your at your Instagram, whatever. Let us know where you at. Shout yourself out. Ask us the questions you would like us to debate or answer about right here. Towards at the end of every show, we're gonna do like 3 questions and go into that. So you guys make sure you do that. All right. Until next time, man. This has been the Link Up. We want to thank y'all for joining in. Everybody that stayed in, everybody that checked it out. We can't wait till next time, man. All right. Make sure you check us out. Music everywhere. Syndrome has music on SoundCloud. Check out Mr. King. He's also featured on the Fiend track. The video's up on my YouTube right now at Nerd Mix Alpha. Check my music out. TCB Records, Indy Uchiha, or download the Stillwaters free mixtape. It's a free mixtape up. Stillwaters up right now on soundcloud.com/young indie 501. So love you guys. Appreciate y'all.
Hey, y'all,
Till
man.
next time.
Yeah, it's been a nerd mix.
Nerd Mix.